Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to discuss the next copy of our Aspire for Agriculture test series. So you all know that we were having Aspire for Agriculture test series, which is just recently completed, and we are discussing some of the good copies of this test series so that you should get to learn from these copies, from the mistakes of these copies. You will get to know about the introduction part, how to introduce the question, how to conclude your answer, how to structure your answer. So all these things can be very important to you, and I will be discussing all. I will not be able to discuss all the things line by line. I will be just focusing on structural part and important points. So if you want to read the answers in detail, you can simply pause the video and read it. So let's start. And this is the section B of test 5. In the previous video, we have discussed the section A of test 5, and today we will be discussing the section B of test 5. And it was a sectional test, and section B I think generally comprises about seed science. So the questions will be of seed science. So let's start. So the first question was, discuss the genetic and agronomic principles of seed production. So what are the genetic principles and what are the agronomic principles? So in genetic principles, you will see developmental variations needs to be checked. Okay, mechanical mixtures needs to be checked. It could be some kind of pollens of other plants that could be checked through rugging. Mutations needs to be checked. Natural crossing should be checked. Sometimes there could be natural crossing with some diseased plants, some off-type plants, or some weeds or anything. So that needs to be checked. Minor genetic variations needs to be checked. Selective influences of diseases should be taken care of. So these are the things which are technologies of plant breeders should be taken care of, in which weather conditions they are growing, what is the breakdown of male sterility. So all these things are very important. Now let's move to the agronomic principles. So here we will see the agroclimatic region, the photo period is proper or not, the temperature which is provided to the plants are proper or not. We will see the selection of seed plot and seed crops. Are the seed plot which is selected is up to mark or not? We will see the isolation distance. We will see the proper preparation of land, selection of varieties, seed treatments. All these points are very necessary. Depth of sowing. So well written points, and I hope you understand this. Now let's move to the next question. So if you want to read in detail, simply pause and read it. Okay, I am just giving you a brief. Now the next question is, discuss briefly the classes of improved seeds. So we all know there are various kind of improved seeds. First of all, we have breeder seed, we have foundation seed, we have registered seed, we have certified seed, truthfully labeled seed. So I think the student has written it in very brief. Okay, so that needs to be elaborated a bit. And whenever you write about these seeds, genetic and physical purity must be mentioned. You can see in foundation seeds it is 99.5%, registered seed 99%, and each generally varies from varieties to varieties, but this purity percentage should be mentioned. It is very important point, and it is only one point mentioned, so other points should be mentioned how it is produced, it is progeny of which seeds, what is the color of labels. All these things can be mentioned. I think 3-4 points per seed will be enough. Short points, brief points. Okay, don't write too much. 2-3 brief points. Important points are important. Now let's move to the next question. The next question is, discuss the role of male sterility line on seed production. So what is the role of male sterile line in seed production? So we all know during seed production we have various lines such as A line, B line, restorer line. So all these are the lines. So we will see the role of male sterile line in seed production. First of all, it reduces cost because here we do not have to do emasculation. In emasculation, we have to remove the pollens. But as it is sterile only, so there will be no functional pollens, or you can say no functional things in anthers. So hand emasculation is neglected and it reduces cost. Obviously, it reduces labor. It speeds up the hybridization program. It produces large scale of F1 seeds. So very important points. It permits allogamy, leads to heterozygosity. So well written points. You can simply pause and read it. Now let's move to the next question. The next question is, what is rugging and discuss its importance. So what rugging is? So it is the process of removal of undesirable plants, or you can say removal of, simply simple one liner definition is removal of types. So what the student has done here, instead of writing undesirable plants, the student has mentioned desirable plants, removal of desirable plants, which suddenly changes the meaning of rugging. So these things can be take care of, and in examination it will be crossed and you will lose marks. So these smaller things which can change the meaning of definition can be kept in mind. The importance of rugging has been mentioned. Obviously, it removes the off type, so it will remove weed. It maintains seed quality. It maintains varietal purity, improves space, removes doubtful plants, especially diseased plants and other plants. So, written points you can simply pause and read it. Simply prevents disease by removing diseased plants. So, all the things you know, and I have discussed all the things in detail in lecture videos. So, I am just giving a hint of structure of answers, and so that you can read these answers and you can learn from the mistakes of the student. But if you want to know the concept, if you don't know what rugging is, anything about rugging, you can go to lecture videos that is present in the agriculture optional paper 1 playlist and agriculture optional paper 2 playlist. So go to those videos for conceptual clarity. This is not for your conceptual clarity, this is to how to write answer, how to structure, and you should learn from these mistakes of student. Now let's move to the next question. The next question was write a note on TRIPS agreement. So TRIPS agreement was enacted in 1995 of Uruguay round. So it has various purposes: to promote innovation and knowledge, to resolve trade dispute related to intellectual property. Okay, ensures WTO members and pursue their goals and other things. So well written points, and there are various things present here such as copyrights, trademarks, GI, that is geographical indication, industrial design, patents. So all these things are there. Standard has to be maintained. It is enforced with various actions. Okay, the well written points you can simply pause and read it. Now let's move to the next question. The next question is discuss the importance and technique of seed enhancement. So what seed enhancement is? It is a kind of treatment or operations on seed to improve their performance. What performance enhancement? So that is what seed enhancement is. So how can you do it? We will see the techniques also. First of all, we will see the importance. So I have discussed previous videos also. Whenever you are writing importance of seed enhancement, there is no use to write these things. Just start from point number one. Importance of seed enhancement, underline or box it, and then number one, number two start. So save your times and increase your efficiency. Instead of writing too many words, try to be limited to the efficient words. So that is the key. I am not saying it is wrong, but you should save your time. First of all, obviously it will protect the crops from pests and diseases. Various types of pesticide and pesticide treatment, various types of fungal treatment are provided to the seed. It increases the yield. It resists pests. Again, you can see this is the similar points. So you should avoid similar points. Okay, here the same thing has been written and again it is repeated. So you should avoid it. It improves germination. Obviously, good point. Controls soil insect. Again, you can see pests. What are pests and insects? Both are same thing. It should be avoided. Adds nutrient, improves handling. So these are the importance. Now we'll see various techniques. First is seed priming is done. Obviously, you should pause and read it. So there are various kinds of seed priming such as osmo priming, halo priming, bio priming, solid priming. So all these things are done. Seed is coated with various materials, either it is protectants or it is fungicides. So all these things are very good. Seed pelleting is done. It alters the shape of seed. It alters the surface properties of seeds so that it germination is enhanced, its coating is enhanced. Sometimes seed coloring is also done to look good. Okay, seed hardening is done, seed fortification is done, so that the regulators, growth regulators of the seed are provided to seed so that it enhances its germination, such as NGSO4. So this was about seed enhancement. Now let's move to the next question. The next question is discuss the objectives and process of seed certification and registration. So what is seed certification? We all know that certify the seeds so that we should get to know that if a certified seed is there, it is of good quality. Okay, so what is objectives? Obviously, seed quality, seed supply. Okay, continuous supply of high quality seeds. Seed varieties are certified, various varieties are certified, seed standards are maintained in certification. Process have been mentioned from registration to verification, field inspection, yeah, improvisation, so, supervision, then seed sampling, then grant and tax certificates, tax, and all these things are provided. So this is the process, and I hope you understand it. Simply pause and read it. And here you can see that those tags have been mentioned here, which was missed in the seed classes question. White color tag is given to foundation seed, blue color is given to certified seed. So this is what is there. Simply pause and read it. Well, it will answer. Now let's move to the next question. The next question is differentiate between hybrid seed production and varietal seed production. So the student has, so there are two types methods go for differentiation. Either you can first write hybrid seed and then you will write for varietal seeds. But other method is using this box method. Divide your page into halves and then write hybrid and varietal. So this is more preferred one, but this is also not wrong. I'm just saying, okay, you can follow this, but I think this is the most preferred one, dividing the page into halves and then differentiating both hybrid and varietal. So hybrid seed production, no, it involves two parents. It can be natural and artificial crossing. Isolation distance is should be proper. Controlled pollution. So these are all the points of hybrid seed production. Okay, now let's see the point of varietal seed production. You can say examples. Jaya, Ratna have been mentioned. Good. Varietal seed production. Here it is single parent. That was double parent. It is single parent. It mostly has natural crossing method. Here isolation distance is less. You can see in hybrid seed the isolation distance was more. So well points, you can simply pause and read it. And examples of basmati, IR64, these are all varieties of rice are mentioned. So these are the difference between hybrid seed and varietal seed. I'm giving you time to pause and read. Now let's move to the next question. The next question is discuss the strength and weaknesses of Indian seed industry. So student has written good amount of facts in introduction, that is Indian seed industry is growing as per 12 to 13%. We all know we have 15 agroclimatic zones, so it gives us a huge potential for seed industry to grow different kinds of seed. Growth have been mentioned. Okay, how Royal Commission of Agriculture was established in 1925, ICR it was transformed into ICR in 1952, National Seed Corporation in 1963, National Seed Policy in 1988. So well written points. Strength have been mentioned, but it should be kept brief. It is written in too much detail. Okay, keep it brief. That will be good. Now strengths have been mentioned. Okay, we have various ICR institutes, SAUs, that is State Agriculture University, State Seed Corporation, to enhance our seed certification and other process of seed production. We have 20 certified certification agencies. Okay, we have various released varieties. Some examples could be mentioned here of varieties. Okay, seed selection due to diverse range of seeds of crops are there because we have different kind of agroclimatic zones, that is 15, so we get a huge potential to develop seeds. Several written points. Now weaknesses have been mentioned, such as variation in weather, poor quality seed production, unawareness of farmers, lack of data available, not maintaining minimum standards, demand for crop production is less. Okay, so these are some of the problems. You can simply pause and read it. Now let's move to the next question. The next question is describe in detail the intellectual property rights and discuss its relevance on Indian agriculture scenario. So what intellectual property rights or IPR Act? It can be defined as the rights given to the people over their intangible properties, that is creation of their mind and their unique innovations. So rights given to intellectual properties, that is which are created by our mind through our innovation, so that are intellectual property. There is huge role of UK here, TRIPS agreement on intellectual properties there. You know what, Uruguay round of negotiations. So these are the things about intellectual property. Now there are various kinds of IPR such as patents, copyrights, we have trademarks, industrial designs, we have geographical indication, that is GI. Various products are been given GI. For example, Darjeeling tea, Banarsi sari, plant variety products protection, that is breeders and farmers rights. Now what is the relevance of IPR in Indian agriculture scenario? First of all, it encourages innovation, it encourages plant breeding, it increases adding of new varieties. Okay, it helps in technology transfer, traditional knowledge is preserved and that is used in our breeding methods. Marketing helps in marketing. Suppose there is some GI given to some products, for example, Darjeeling tea. So you can see that it will get a world recognition and its market will certainly grow. Many people who didn't knew about Darjeeling tea are now buying Darjeeling tea and drinking it. So this is how marketing is been done or market is grown. The gene technology prevent biopiracy. Important, very important point. It prevents biopiracy because sometimes what happens, some traditional or indigenous grown crops are uh, taken by some corporates and then patent has been filed by the corporate and the rights are taken by the that corporate, but it was by this indigenous community, done by this Indian community for several years, but they had no patent because they were not aware of patent. This is what biopiracy is and it can be prevented by IPRs. So this was about IPR. Now the next question is, write a role on plant biosecurity. So what plant biosecurity is? It is the strategic and integrated approach consisting of policy and regulation frameworks to analyze and manage risks to plant health. So it's various things are to be done to enhance plant biosecurity, such as policy and regulations, phytosanitary certification, pest risk analysis, surveillance, biosecurity information. There are some threats also, such as pests and diseases, globalization. Due to global trade, the chances of getting into some alien species invasions are increasing. So this is the problem. Climate change is problem. Bioterrorism is problem. So very 10 points. I hope you understand it. If you want, you can simply pause and read it. So this was the section B of test 5. I hope you understood the structure. You have read the answers in whenever necessary and you get to learn new things today. So that is all for today. If you like it, please press the like button. Please do share and please do subscribe. It takes a lot of hard work to make such videos for you on regular basis, and if you like, if you share, if you subscribe, it motivates us to make more such videos for you regularly. So that is all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.